I'm Tangiera, and you're watching Behind the Curtain. Well, poetry was something that I've always been doing. I grew up making my mom a lot of cards, holiday cards, Mother's Day cards, and always writing poems for her, or little phrases, little paragraphs and stuff like that. And it's something that grew into me getting a hand or a hold of literature. And I could say poetry kind of came to me with my English teacher. She kind of pushed me, and it was like a freak thing. My first poetry performance was a freak thing. It was just like, hey, you want to do it? And bam, it's been going from there. A career choice, for me, I am a creative. Anything that is creative, I want to get into, whether it be art, poetry, dancing, anything of that sort. Poetry is kind of gonna fall under my open mind setting, whereas anything that I see that's interesting, I'm gonna put my hand on it. So for right now, poetry is basically floating along with everything else. I hope to be an entrepreneur, an artistic entrepreneur, basically traveling the world, doing everything that I want to do artistically, painting, drawing, pretty much a free spirit. That's kind of where I see myself. Jackie Hill, Sister Soldier, and Lauryn Hill, because of the way that they pretty much go against the grain, think outside the box, don't go with the crowd, go against it. And I was very drawn to that. They have a very conscious mindset. They make you think, they force you to think and tell you, look at the picture in a different light. And I really love that about them, and that's what I find inspiring and motivating. Behind the Curtain is a very positive outlook, and it's something new for the island, and I think that in time to come it's going to be a very good outset for a lot of artists and creative people around the island that we don't know. It gives you a light into their life, and I think people are going to take to that. The poem kind of culminates everything that I've pretty much into my mind as I've been researching, and over the years, a lot of the stuff that I've come in contact with. So I kind of want to let the poem speak for itself as well.
Food for thought. They say we're institutionalized by institutional lies, because we revolutionize the lies that are designed to demolish our mental insides. So you throw up the gang signs, screaming the hood rhymes, shouting praises at the same hater who wants to eradicate us. Look at us. We're trained by everything we read in these magazines. But wait, hold up. Y'all know black people don't read, so it's tit for tat everything we see on these TV screens. Don't you see? Take a look at our culture and today's beliefs and see how much of it has now been photocopied. All they gotta do is give you something that you can bump to, kick back, get comfortable, and have some fun to. And all the while, it's just distract you from what it is that's corrupting you and have you blind to everything that's happening around you. See, the biggest scheme found around today is the 5 o'clock news. And the current gimmick on replay today is a man who is mentally confused. So while we are worried about which inevitable, idiotic thing that he's gonna do next, are we even concerned if the Libya slaves have been released yet? See, there's always something of more importance for us to be bothered with, like the rising rate of missing children, but nobody seems to be aware of it. Flipping through the past, we are presented with prime examples that anything created by man is corrupt and unjust, which is why we continue to hunger, suffer, thirst under the same book of Psalms that we've been forced to trust. And let's just stop. Let's throw it all on the table. It's time for us to stop walking around here like we're blind, deaf, dumb, and unable. They say the youths, we are the future, but they can never seem to fit us into the plan. They turn the hose on us and call us hooligans whenever we try to get up and take a stand. You see, they keep asking, Why are so many of our youths becoming extinct? That's because of the pipeline system, and so many of them are awaiting trial, either dead or left to rot in the precinct. Your sons, they need a role model to guide them through this world, but instead they're left alone to face this world on their own. And how does it feel to watch your daughter shimmy for the guy with the fattest check? She probably would have turned out differently, Daddy. Maybe if you never left. And you, young lady, why do you prefer to be called a trick or the baddest instead of a beautiful black queen? And young man, how are they going to honor you like kings when you can't even honor your own seed? See, you want with the ridicules just by the way you think and the way you dress. Your sagging pants and gang signs ain't not too much for them to respect. I get it. I see hands up, don't shoot has become our new chant because our lives can be so swiftly taken before we're even given a chance. And I get it. All Black lives matter. And I completely understand. But why is it that so many of our Black lives are still being taken by our own hands? There would be no white supremacy if we understood that our race is our responsibility. Celebrating Black History Month, we don't know the first thing about our history. Still thinking we came from apes, dropped out of the sky, or even worse, the Big Bang Theory. They will continue to educate us with their lies for generations to come until we finally realize that it's up to us to overcome. It's time to open up our eyes, liberate our minds, research the truth, and educate our youth. You can agree to disagree or just dismiss this as false. But honestly, truly, this is just some food for thought.